What's good, YouTube? So, you know I guys do a what the fuck segment every week. Well, this week, this subject brought on its own separate what the fuck. Like, I couldn't even add this to the segment of what the fuck. This had to get its own fucking video. Like, that's how crazy this is. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have heard of Todd Akin, who is a Republican from Missouri, who I believe is running for senator of Missouri. I know he's running against a female whose name is McCaskill. Let me read the story to you, and then I will state my opinion, and we can take it from there. But this whole fucking thing is what the fuck in the bag, for real. Alright, so Missouri Rep. Todd Akin defended his staunch on anti-abortion platform on Sunday by questioning whether it's possible for a woman to become pregnant after a rape. Okay? Akin was asked to address his no exceptions policy on abortion, specifically why he opposes abortion even when the pregnancy results in rape. I mean, the pregnancy is a result of rape. Okay. So speaking in the interview to KTVI-TV, this was posted on YouTube by the Democratic Super PAC American Bridge. Akin said that pregnancy from rape is really rare, and implied that the female reproductive system is able to block conception from an unwanted pregnancy. Oh my God. Okay, let me read that again. Pregnancy from rape is really rare, and he implied that the female reproductive system is able to block conception from an unwanted pregnancy. Block conception. Okay. The female reproductive system is can block pregnancy. Not a condom, not birth control, but our reproductive system has a fucking off switch. Okay? Okay. Next paragraph. And I quote, "If it's a legitimate rape, the female body has ways to try to shut the whole thing down. But let's assume that maybe that didn't work, or something. I think there should be some punishment, but the punishment ought be on the rapist and not attacking the child. A legitimate rape. The female body has ways to try to shut the whole thing down. But let's assume maybe that didn't work, or something. I think there should be some punishment, but the punishment ought to be on the rapist and not the child." I have to really sit there and ponder that statement, because I've never heard something so stupid in my life. And I heard a lot of stupid shit, but this is one of the stupidest that I've heard in a long time. Are you kidding me? So suppose our button is broke that day. Our shut-off button is broke that day. If a child is conceived from rape, we should keep that child. The rapist should be in jail, and now we should be a single mother of a rapist child. Okay. That's what he's saying. You don't abort the baby. You punish the rapist, but legitimate rape. Please explain. I have no idea what that means. Alright, so the Los Angeles Times reports that in 1996, they did a study by the American Journal of OBGYNs. Estimated that 32,101 pregnancies result from rape each year. And the victims are ages 12 to 45. So in Todd Akin's mind, it's okay for a 12-year-old to be raped. and say she gets pregnant. It's better for her to raise that child from rape than to abort it at 12 years old. Okay. Akin recently became the newly minted GOP Senate nominee in Missouri. He's going against a Senator Claire McCaskill. After hearing Akin's comments, McCaskill tweeted, "As a woman and former prosecutor who handled hundreds of rape cases, I'm stunned by Representative Akin's comments about victims." McCaskill also emailed a further statement to the Los Angeles Times saying, "It is beyond comparison that someone can be so ignorant about the emotional and physical trauma brought on by rape. The idea that Todd Akin has expressed about the serious crime of rape and the impact on its victims are offensive." Akin also released a statement after he found out that the Democrats had put this on YouTube. He released a statement after his comment aired on YouTube trying to walk back his comment. And I quote, "In reviewing my off-the-cuff remarks, it's clear that I misspoke in this interview, and it does not reflect the deep empathy I hold for the thousands of women who are raped and abused every year. I also recognize that abortion, and particularly in the case of rape, is a very emotional charged issue. But I believe deeply in the protection of life, and I do not believe that harming another innocent victim is the right course of action." The Washington Post reports that this is not an area that the Missouri GOP would want Akin to bring into focus. You think? Because you just lost, if not every vote, damn sure every woman vote. So the Washington Post and the GOP say that a debate about legitimate rape and the female reproductive system will likely take the focus off of McCaskill and President Obama. You think? Do you think so? You should have told homeboy that before he made this outrageous, stupid, idiotic statement. Like, this is not Akin's first wander into controversial territory about rape. Talking Points memo reports that Akin once voted for an anti-marital rape law, but only after questioning whether it would allow women to use accusations of rape as a tool and a legal weapon to beat up on their husband. And I just don't even know what to say. I really don't know what to say. I am recording this on my laptop because I didn't even want to take the time to set up my camera. Like, that's how bad I had to let you guys know that we have an off switch. We have an off button. So whenever you're raped in life, just turn it off and don't get pregnant. Because if you do, you're going to have to keep that child, and you're not going to have a choice. I feel sorry for Missouri if this is the person that has been even nominated to run against McCaskill in the Senate. Like, seriously, is this all you have? This guy, I'm like speechless. Please explain to me what a legitimate rape is. A legitimate rape. Let's get the definition of legitimate. Okay, we all know rape is sex forced upon you, okay? Let's get the definition of legitimate. The definition of legitimate: conforming to the law or to the rules, justify or make lawful. So what he is saying is that a legitimate rape is a justifiable rape. That there is a difference between a rape that is unjustified and justified. I myself believe that all rape is unjustified. That's why it's called rape. And this dude is an idiot. And I hope he loses all votes. He's saying it's alright. So if his wife or his mother were walking down the street one day and some guy with a ski mask comes in, pushes them in the alley, takes their clothes off, beats them up, and rapes them, is that justified or is it unjustified? And if they get pregnant by this man, will he raise the child? Will he be okay with the fact that his wife is bringing in a baby from a rape? His mother is bringing in a baby from rape? His sister, your auntie, that would be okay. This is what I'm saying. Why is it that men always have the greatest opinion about what women the fuck should do with their body? It's always men that have the greatest opinion on abortion. When you guys aren't, we have to be mothers. We don't have a choice. Like, we bring a child into this world, we are mothers. A father has a choice. It shouldn't be that way, but come on. It's 2012. That's how society is. A man can walk away. He doesn't have to be there. We have to be there. Because if we're not there, we have other people raising our children. I'm done. Todd Akin gets a fucking big old what the fuck, and I don't even know what else to say. No rape is justified. And a woman should have a choice to keep a child that she's going to have to look at every day, knowing that she got pregnant with this child through a rape. She's going to have to explain to this child, oh, your daddy's in jail for raping me. You are a product of rape. You'll never know your father because he's in jail for rape. Then what happens? Do I go up and take the child to visit daddy? Should we just have this beautiful, lovely relationship? So it's okay for, say that the woman is a virgin and she gets raped. Say that, not even a virgin, she's 16, 17 years old. Do you see that? 12 to 45 years old, a 12-year-old gets raped, gets pregnant, and is supposed to raise this child and has no other choice in his mind because it's a legitimate rape. I am flabbergasted. And I am just speechless. Like, this gets a what the fuck by itself. I will have a what the fuck segment coming to you later on today or tomorrow. I am done. I just really wanted to bring this to light, that there are people in this world that think like this. And 9 times out of 10, they're men. And I need for men that are watching this to know that women don't have an on and off switch. We can't just say, oh, you know what, I feel like getting pregnant today. Like, this is bullshit. And if every man in the world thought like this, oh man, it would be worse off than what it already is. This is ridiculous. And your opinion, sir, is unwarranted. And then you try to take back what you say only after your competition gets wind of your dumbass statement and puts it on YouTube. You try to pussyfoot your way back to where you're not going to win this election. If you win this election, I definitely have no faith in society at all, and I will be unzipping my humanity. Like, my femininity is already unzipped. I will be unzipping my humanity. You are an asshole, a dickhead, a dumbass. You need to go back to school. You need to be raped. Seriously. So you can see how it feels. A 12-year-old is supposed to raise a child because it's a justifiable rape. I'm done. I'm done. Deuces.